My name is Jerry Silverman, and I have the privilege of leading the National Federation Movement, JFNA. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be with you today in the great city of El Paso, Texas. In the early 80s, I was a volunteer regional field worker for United Synagogue Youth in the Texas region. I spent many Shabbatot in El Paso and really enjoyed meeting so many from the community. Jewish Federation of North America's mission is to serve, represent, and to lead our Federation movement. Our goal is to strengthen Federation's abilities to deliver their mission of caring for Jews in need, building and deepening connections to Judaism, Jewish life and community, and building the cohesiveness within local Jewish communities throughout the world. In our responsibility of representing you, I have had the privilege and challenge to, over the past 3 years, be in the middle of negotiations with the government of Israel, the Reform Movement, Conservative Movement, Women of the Wall, the Jewish Agency, and the Haredi groups in Israel. The concept is one wall for all people, to develop the South Kotel on the other side of the bridge that goes up to the Temple Mount for egalitarian prayer. The government passed a resolution at the end of January approving the new space and a new government committee that would oversee the plaza, which would give the Reform and the Conservative movements recognition for the first time in the State of Israel. Since that time, the Haredi street erupted, and the two political Haredi parties in the government threatened to leave the government if this resolution moves forward. The progress has stalled, and last week I went to Israel with leaders of the religious streams to meet with the Prime Minister of Israel to discuss the issue. The Prime Minister remains committed to supporting the resolution, however, believes there should be compromises made. It is work in progress, and federations have been at the table and will continue to support the efforts in trying to come to a solution. Our commitment to the concept of caring for all Jews in need continues in very serious and thoughtful ways. People often ask, is federation relevant today? Why do we need a federation, let alone a collective of federations? Let me ask you if this resonates. Would you want to be part of both solving and participating in the following? Ensuring that we are taking care of the almost 10,000 Jewish refugees in Ukraine. Let me explain. 4 years ago, Russian rebels invaded the east side of Ukraine. Over 10,000 Jews were left homeless, nowhere to go, and there is no safety net in Ukraine to help them. But you were there, we were there. We made certain there was a safety net, and we are there to support them day in and day out, whether they stay in Ukraine or how we help them make Aliyah to Israel. Over 2,000 have made Aliyah, which we made happen, you made happen. You were part of that. So let me ask you a second question. You are part of a collective that always is there for Israel in crisis. Isn't that something you want to be part of? You were there 2 years ago, summer of 14, rockets raining for 50 straight days. Federations were there from day one, working in partnership with the Jewish Agency and the JDC. We made certain that 84,000 children were pulled out of the South for days of respite. 30,000 seniors were taken care of, were given and brought medication and food because they couldn't get much farther than 30 to 45 seconds away from their safe rooms. And we were there on the ground. For 50 straight days, we were the only organization that had solidarity missions on the ground connecting with people of the South, letting them know that they would never, ever be alone. Another question: would you want to be a partner in one of the greatest programs over the last 13, 14 years? Well, federations were the initial partner, one of the three, in Birthright Israel. We have brought over 500,000 young adults to Israel through Birthright, and we're still a partner today. This year, we will bring over 43,000 18 to 26-year-olds to Israel. We are one of the largest partners of PJ Library. We're one of the largest partners of Moish Houses that bring millennials together for programs that they build. To be a part of the Federation system, which you are here in El Paso, you are participating in the major events in Jewish life and making a huge difference. You bring over, and we bring over 1,400 shlichim, Israelis, to Jewish overnight camps every single summer. And speaking of Jewish camping, I had the privilege of leading the Foundation for Jewish Camp for 5 years. Jewish camping is one of the 3 seminal experiences we believe has the most impact on Jewish identity, along with day schools and Israel trips. I am aware there is significant energy in the community around Jewish camp. The Foundation for Jewish Camp is there to support your community strategy. Reach out to them. If you have aspirations to move forward into this arena, it would be a very sound investment in the Jewish future. You know, Jewish Federation is a very special place. And under Dr. Daniel's leadership, I truly believe anything is possible. You have amazing volunteers who are truly committed to making a difference. We are so blessed at JFNA to have Dory Fennenbach, who sits on our national board. And we're so excited and thrilled that the Jewish Federation of Greater El Paso has 3 participants on our campaign director's mission next month in Paris and Israel, the premier campaign training mission of the year. I want to congratulate everyone on a very successful campaign year. You have raised over $500,000, and I know that is just the beginning. You know, campaign is about the concept of one Jew asking another Jew to give to a third one that they may not even know. Campaign is about giving this year, and it may be about giving for a community project. But what also is so critical is the legacy we leave. Our campaigns today are both thinking about today and tomorrow. Speak to Daniel about how you can leave a legacy for the community and what is most important to you when you think about the Jewish future in El Paso. I'm blessed because Federation was very relevant in our own personal stories in our family. Federation changed my mother's life. It transformed her and really supported our family when I was growing up. In El Paso, you are making a difference locally, nationally, and globally. You are having impact in writing the Jewish story of today and tomorrow. You are an important member of an incredible collective. Thank you so much for all you do. Have a great annual meeting.